What's up, everybody? Micatron TV, and I'm back. Haven't made a video in a good little while. Don't even know if I still have a following, but I wanted to make this video. Tell a story about a time that I was in an 8-man pod locked up with a undercover or an informant. Now, I don't know 100% sure that this guy was an undercover or an informant, but I'm going to tell you the story, and you guys in the comments can tell me what you think. Was he just a regular inmate? I don't think so. I'm going to tell y'all the story. And come to find out, this is another reason why I think the guy was an undercover or an informant, is because I was in there, I was locked up with a guy that's now locked up for a murder that he did before we were all in jail together. And the guy that I'm thinking was the cop or the undercover or the informant or the plant, whatever you want to call it, we're going to call him JK because that's the initials of the name that he used. But he's nowhere on Facebook, nowhere to be found. I was in Burke Catawba Confinement Center in 2018. I was in a pod for parole violators and violators, probation violators and parole violators. They had everybody in the same pod. It might have just been because of, that was just the luck of the draw, but all of us had violations. And I was from Catawba County. The jail is in Burke County, hence it's called Burke Catawba, because it's two counties that used to have that jail. Now they don't even do that anymore from what I hear. And the guy that I thought was the informant or the cop was also from Catawba County. So when you go to court from Burke Catawba and you're in Catawba County, they come and get you in the morning time. You got to pack all your stuff up. They put it up so you don't get robbed while you're at court. And you get on the bus. You got to make that little 30, 45-minute ride to Hickory or Newton. And you sit up there all freaking day until everybody's done with court. And then they bring everybody back. Well, not once, but twice, this guy went to court. Nobody in our pod went with him, but people in the side, because see, I was in B4 right, and there was people in B4 left that we could talk to through the gate that went to court with him. Like I said, not once, but twice, this dude went to court and didn't come back until the next day. Both times he said that they forgot him there, that he was in court and they left him there. And then it was too late. They couldn't bring him back, so he had to stay the night in the tank at the courthouse. They don't do stuff like that. That's a terrible cover story if you ask me. My opinion, and the other guys also caught on to this, they thought he might have been snitching or undercover or something like that, because he came back twice after being gone for a whole night. It was almost like he was an undercover and they were letting him have some off time from being in jail. I don't know. Hold on a second. I'm not going to edit this video. And I know my videos are shaky and I'm all over the place in them, but I tell them from the top of my head, man. I don't make an itinerary. I don't have a stand. I'm doing this shit, just raw, man. I like telling my story, and I know I got a few people that like watching it in the comment section. So y'all show me some love in the comment section. Please subscribe. Please share. Please turn that bell to all. So back to the story. I know I'm all over the place. People usually say that at the beginning. So this dude was one of them guys that would one-up anybody. He had motorcycles. He had bikes. He sold pounds of meth. One of his stories was he was a corrections officer at a prison. But then, right before that, he was telling us about how he was at a youth spread when he was 18. That he was at a youth prison. That he was locked up at a youth prison. That he was at the gladiator school. And then he turns around and says that he was a CO at a prison. I hate to say it for you, buddy, but COs and felons can't be one and the same. At least not in North Carolina. So, he just had all them crazy-ass stories. He was telling us, oh, yeah, when I got locked up, I had vitamin capsules full of meth. And the officers let me put them in my property, and they were giving them to me every day. We're like, well, where's that at? Now that I say that, though, there were 2 guys back to back. I'm pretty sure I've already told this story. 2 guys that came in to the pod. It's an 8-man pod. 2 guys came in with meth up their butt. Yes, I snorted meth that was up someone's ass. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I was still dope sick from coming off of methadone, man. I was willing to do anything to make me feel better. So yeah, this guy was definitely a cop. And then whenever I got out, he had been out. Like, he had gotten out before I did. I went and looked him up on Burke's website, and he was still on there as an inmate, which was really weird because they always take you off the website before you even walk out the door when you're released. Like, I'm pretty sure they take you off the website before they even tell you to bunk and junk. So, this dude, there was something else he did, but I can't think of it now. He was always, another thing was, he was always, like, low-key with the dude that's now in jail for murder that had caught the body before he was even in jail 2 years ago. Like, it's an old case. They just arrested him on it for, maybe a year ago or something. And it was a cold case for a while. And the dude that I thought was the undercover was always doing laps in the little day room with him, and they were just low-key talking the whole time. He was all making these promises about how when he got out, because he got out before anybody else did, that he was going to bond the dude out. They were going to start cooking meth and all this other stuff, man. But this guy, I'm convinced, was a cop or an informant or a plant. Because how do you go to court and then leave you there? They know how many people they brought. They're not leaving that courthouse without that many people. They don't make mistakes like that. Not twice. And this dude would be on the phone. He would be yelling like at the craziest shit, just drawing attention to himself. And he would go, another thing was he went to visits, and the visits were only 30 minutes, but he'd be gone for 3 hours, man. And this is a pod we can't leave. We're in there all the time unless you go to court. They don't take us to any kind of rec. Our rec is in the little day room. It's like a little day room, and then the same size room next to it has a shower, a bathroom, and 8 beds. 4 sets of bunk beds. And if you get that bunk bed by the toilet, that's good old Peter Bay. Anyways, y'all, I just wanted to share that story. Let me know what you think. I think he's a cop. I can't find him on Facebook. He tells all these stories, but I'm not going to put him out there like that because it probably wasn't even his real name. But like I said, the name he went by while he was in there, the initials were JK. He's like, just kidding. I'm not an inmate. No. But for real, y'all, please don't forget to subscribe if you like my content. I know I'm all over the place, but like I said, it's all up here. I don't sit down and itemize the story like I probably should. It probably sometimes don't make sense. But y'all, till next time, y'all, I am going to be dropping more content. I apologize for anyone who's been waiting on more content that has took me this long. But here you got it. And I promise that I will have more videos coming this week. Y'all stay tuned. Micatron TV, and I'm over and out.